the BT-42 tank, one of the most powerful tanks of the Second World War. Not only that, but one of the most well-known tanks in our modern day due to its unique place in pop culture, specifically in the anime series Großen Panzer. Today, we will dive into the BT-42's history in real combat as well as its use in Großen Panzer. The BT-42 was an assault gun designed by the Finnish army during the continuation war against the Soviet Union. It was created in response to Soviet aggression, and the Finns realized they needed a new tank design to counter the heavy Soviet armor. The engineers at the Finnish army combined the Soviet T-28 medium tank chassis with the British 4.5-inch howitzer gun, creating the unique BT-42. The BT-42 was a formidable weapon that was capable of destroying any Soviet tank that crossed its path. It had a 76mm gun and weighed 32 tons, making it a powerful and versatile machine on the battlefield. The tank had a top speed of 53 km per hour and a range of 250 km per hour, allowing it to move more quickly and efficiently across the battlefield. The BT-42 was also equipped with a radio system that allowed it to communicate with other tanks, giving it a strategic advantage over its enemies. The BT-42's first combat test came in the summer of 1943 during the Battle of Jorburg. The Finnish army used it to great effect, destroying over 20 Soviet tanks in just one day. The BT-42 continued to serve in the Finnish army until the end of the continuation war in 1944, and its success inspired the creation of other Finnish tank designs. The BT-42's unique design made it stand out among other tanks of the era. It had a low profile, which made it harder for the enemy to spot, and the howitzer gun was placed in a fixed position, which made it easier to aim and fire accurately. The BT-42's design also allowed it to traverse through rough terrain, making it a versatile machine on the battlefield. The BT-42 was also equipped with a Christie system, which when the tracks were shot out, it could still move around the battlefield and compete against other Soviet tanks. As they were unable to locate their school ship, Jocasta High School students Mika, Aki, and Mikko could only field their BT-42 to help Arai in the upcoming match against the All-Stars University team. This moment of glory, however, comes when the Acorn platoon makes a move to take out the Karl Geralt artillery. The BT-42 acted as bait to distract the Persians guarding the artillery gun. Then, using a strip of ground in order to build up speed, the BT-42 is able to leap across the gap to the enemy vehicles, landing in the middle of the Karl's escort and shooting down one of the parachutes. The BT-42 makes a quick getaway, luring the remaining two parachutes away from the Karl Geralt in the process, leaving it vulnerable to attack by the remainder of the Acorn platoon. During the chase, the BT-42 is constantly able to keep ahead of its two pursuers, its small side aiding it in safety, traversing the debris that the Karl Geralt's shots has created. Navigating around a crumbling bridge, Mikko is able to guide her tank through whilst retaining her speed. This fate is not shared by one of the pursuing parachutes, which gets stuck and then struck by a piece of falling debris, taking off its main gun and rendering the vehicle inoperable. However, the BT-42 was unable to avoid a collision with the last surviving parachute, flipping over and losing its tracks before slamming hard into a dip. However, thanks to the Christie suspension, the BT-42 has the ability to run without its tracks on its wheels. Much to the Persian crew's surprise, the tank was able to resume the fight. During the chase, the parachute breaks without warning, causing the BT-42 to overshoot and get hit, almost tipping it over. But Mikko keeps the tank balanced on its edge for several moments and turns around the drive back of the parachute. Aki shoots into the side of the parachute just before the BT-42 crashes into the dirt, resulting in both tanks being immobilized. The BT-42 is last seen being evacuated on Mika's boat during the match. Jocasta High School fielded their BT-42 during the Winter Continuation Track Cup first round against Jokert Academy. At the end of the match, the BT-42 was charged by 4 LTVZ-38s. It rammed one tank, which allowed it to flip over on its side and destroy the enemy flag tank. Jocasta High School fielded their BT-42 as a flag tank during their Winter Continuous Track Cup quarterfinals match against Saunders High School. During the match, it is seen exchanging fire with Saunders tanks alongside T-26s. After Jocasta suffered heavy losses, the BT-42 retreats into a hangar where its tracks are removed, then proceeds to harass Elisa's tank, destroying one Sherman in the process. It then acts as bait for the rest of the match, destroying another Sherman until only the BT-42 remains in the open and lures the whole Saunders force into a trap where Yoko snipes their flag tank. In conclusion, the BT-42 was a Finnish tank that played a significant role in the Second World War. It was a powerful weapon that could take out Soviet tanks with ease, and its success inspired the creation of other Finnish tank designs. The BT-42's legacy also lives on in pulp culture, specifically in the anime series Großen Panzer, where it's portrayed as a reliable and powerful tank. Its unique design and successful combat record make it a fascinating piece of history that is worth exploring. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more War Thunder and Großen Panzer content.